If you want to see my latest update for the 2021 Advent Calendar project, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. It has been a while since I have filmed, about a week and a half, I can't remember. I'll put the date of the last video that I uploaded on screen. It's been a while. Life. It's life. And I have a channel chat coming up. You can take a look at what's been going on there, but for now we're going to talk Advent Calendar. And if you are not familiar, Advent Calendar is a project, and I have a bunch of folks who have decided to join. A couple of people join me and Paula, aka A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It, and a number of folks who've been following along for a while. The premise of this project is to repurpose an Advent calendar or to select 24 or 25 products. Hence, an Advent calendar for Christmas is usually, or holidays is usually 24 or 25 boxes. This is one that I had from a couple years ago. Not an, well, I guess it's an Advent calendar, but they don't necessarily talk about it that way, but that's really what it is. It's the Ciati London Mini Mani Month. I've gone through 3 of these, really quite enjoy them. What am I saying here? I repurpose this Advent calendar. I put in little pieces of paper with, in my case, only lip products. I'm not sure I'm going to do that forever, but for the last 2 years, that's what it's been. You can put in paper names or products themselves in the little doors, or you can put just randomize 1 to 24, 25, and have a bag of those samples to go dig through to find whatever it is. Some folks even pick them by random. The point is, it makes panning products just a little bit more fun because you don't know what it is that you're going to pan next. And 24, 25 items, it's enough variation and randomness that it keeps things interesting throughout the year. Now, some folks are so bad at this project, at this project, that they have even completed their 24, 25 products. I am nowhere near that much. If you want to see my progress overall throughout this portion of the year up to right now, I would suggest taking a look at the, later on in the video, I'll put a timestamp right in front of me right now if you want to skip to that and see everything that I've panned so far. But essentially, I have a few progress updates to give you, and then based on my progress, I'm going to dip or not into this Advent calendar and pick however many products, if applicable, that I have finished. So let's get into the products that I have been working on. And a little interlude, I thought I would just show you in this palette here what it is that is on my face today. And I have, I've been focusing on very recently on my Viseart palettes. And so I've got the dark mattes here, Siren 7, this one is Petit Pro 1, this is Petit Pro 2, and this is Petit Pro 5, and that is actually the one that I have on my eyes today, and it comes usually in this package, but I just find that Viseart palettes I tend to like to remove from the packaging for ease of use. And just thought I would let you know that I have used this one as the base color for the look. I used this one on the outer lid, outer crease, and lower lash line. And I also used these two. I used this matte yellow on my inner to a third of the lid, and then covered it up a little bit, emphasized the shimmer of this gold over the yellow. And I think that it does a really nice job. You'll see a whole lookbook on these Viseart shadows when I'm done playing with them. And just a note that I think I have 3 lookbooks coming up very shortly on this channel. I have owed ABH palette lookbooks for a while, and I am finally in a position to release those for you. So please take a look at those in the coming week to 2 weeks. All right, anyway, just thought I would mention what is on my eyes. If you want to know anything else about this look, I would suggest you take a look in the description box. I usually most of the time, list all of the makeup that I have used to create the look that I'm sporting in any given video. All right, blah, blah, blah. Let's get into lip products because that is what I am panning in my advent calendar for 2021. So first off, last month I had a bit of a realization. I had my lineup of lipsticks ready, and then just before I was ready to film the update for my advent calendar project, I came across a few lipsticks that were getting old and that I was worried about not being able to finish before they went bad. And so those ended up displacing a few other lip products over this past month, and I'd like to show you which ones those are. There are 3 of them. Now this one was not officially in the advent calendar project, but I did identify that it was a lip product that I really wanted to finish, and it's a clear lip gloss with some gold reflex in it, and you'll see a little bit of brown in there, and I'll explain why that is. I have officially finished it. I don't know if you can see the bottom. It is really, really empty. It's the Pearl and Gold from Becca. Super, super happy about that. And you're going to see that it is definitely not clear on the doe foot, and the reason is that I actually used this doe foot to get to the bottom of this next lip gloss that I'm going to talk about. So this was never in the advent calendar, but I did want to mention it in the last video because it was displacing usage on other lip glosses in this particular project, but I really wanted to focus on finishing this one, and I have succeeded. So what was I using this one for? I was using this one to get into Kristen, which is the ABH lip gloss, again called Kristen. This is a mini lip gloss from ABH, and as you can tell, I was able to get all the way down, whereas the doe foot or the applicator that is included doesn't really do a great job of enabling me to get to the bottom, because you have to scroll all the way down to get to the bottom, and then you can't scrape anything. So this was fantastic to get into the bottom of the container, and I was able to get a lot more out of Kristen than I otherwise would have been able to. So I have scraped quite a bit. It is quite a pigmented gloss, and I think you can agree that you can see all the way through. So I've scraped pretty much as I can. I may try to get a little bit more out of it tomorrow, but I think for our purposes, I think that you would be satisfied as I am that it is pretty much done. So that was one gloss. A second gloss finished, and this one was virtually, I wouldn't say full, but 2/3 full for sure when I decided to focus on it. And then there was this one as well. Now the Becca was not officially in this project, but I did want to mention it. The Kristen lip gloss that I just showed you is empty. That was one for sure I was focusing on. And the other one was this one. This one is 37 Smokey Plum from Elizabeth Arden from 2019 holiday season, I think. And I have worn it, but I have not worn it as much as I did focus on those 2 other lip glosses, and that's fine. I love this color. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful mauve color, which is right up my alley, and I will have no problem continuing to focus on it. So I'm going to keep this as that extra in the project and expect to be focusing on it more than the rest, and I think that it wasn't getting much love because Kristen is not that different of a color. It's more on the warmer side. The other one, Smokey Plum, is more on the cooler side, but they're not that different. And so yeah, they are different, but essentially, because they're both more on the nude side, you can kind of wear it with most looks. So I really wanted to focus on this one first. And I can see there's still some of that Kristen in there, so I'm going to go and put the 1 or 2 extra uses after this video over the next couple days, I'm sure. Anyway, Smokey Plum, that is now my next focus since the other 2 glosses are done. And now that I don't really have any glosses left, I am sure that I'm going to be able to focus on this gloss from Elizabeth Arden, which is another one from Elizabeth Arden. The Smokey Plum is also from that brand. This one is Shine Maestro in 323, and you can really see that I have over a third of it done. And I have another gloss that will be accompanying it, and it is this Tropez, which I absolutely put aside this past month in favor of Kristen because I was so much closer to finish that gloss, and I like this gloss more. So to put it aside to finish Kristen was a good idea. And then the last two products that I have in this whole set of products that I'm working on panning are these two, and they're both very, very red. There is this Giorgio Armani 400 that is a liquid lip that does not set. And then the other one is one that is pretty decent at staying in place, and it is the Lancome L'Absolu Rouge in 505. It's a drama matte, and it really does stay in place. So I think that I am more likely to focus on wearing this one in the short term because I think I have worn this one more, and I can't believe in this kind of container that there can be all that much left for me to use, but I mean, I've been wrong before. So that is going to be what I'm going to focus on, and this one afterwards, because I would like to get one of these two reds out of circulation in this project, because focusing on two reds at the same time is kind of a lot. And the last one that I want to talk about is this guy, which is the Makeup Forever Liquid Lip in 105. And that is what I'm wearing right now. And I really, really, really like it. So I'm not going to be in a big rush to put any sort of, what do you call it, target on this one. This is one that I'm going to default to, and I do need a nude. I need a lipstick that is going to stay in place. For example, for filming, it's a really good one. I'm not worried about getting it on my teeth. I'm not worried about it moving around on me while I'm filming. And so that is probably the majority of how I'm going to use that one. So let me just recap all of the products and what I'm going to do with them. We have two of them done, two older ones that I really wanted to finish. We have one last straggler in the old ones that is going to be a definite focus for me in the coming month. This other one that is going to be a focus for me in the coming month because I have two reds right now that I'm trying to pan. As far as glosses, this Lacquer from Elizabeth Arden is going to be my focus when it comes to a gloss type product. My one and only liquid lip that I am going to use as needed when I need a nude that will not budge. And then these two that are relatively new additions from last month into this project. This beautiful Tropez lip gloss that I will have no trouble using, but I have to try to use that lacquer first. And then this one that is going to be in the project, I'm going to guess for 3 months. I'm probably going to use it quite a bit starting September, October, because that is a very, very nice fall color to use as opposed to maybe a lighter color like this one during the summer. All right, that's all that I wanted to talk about for those lip products. Let's take a look at progress pictures, and I'll wrap it up at the end. So that's it. I hope you have enjoyed the progress pictures. I am very, very pleased to have made a decent dent in the lineup this past month. I am looking forward to doing as much as I possibly can. I'm hoping I will do as well in the coming month as I did last month. I think that using Smokey Plum and this lacquer will be pretty productive over the next month. They are definitely in my sights, and I really hope that next month, this is my hope, that I will be going right into this advent calendar to pick a new product with you. I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't get into the advent calendar this past month, but I think it was more important to use old products than to dip into the advent calendar for something new. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it entertaining in some way, shape, or form. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, but for now, as always, take care.